If you're trying to get good lighting for your videos and you wear glasses, you know the struggle is real. Getting those reflections out of your glasses can be a challenge. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get rid of them, whether you're using a $20 LED light or if you're going pro with a 3-point lighting setup. I'll give you a behind the scenes of mine and how I'm able to record all my videos with no reflections. One of the challenges if you're recording with your mobile device and you have a tripod like this is the light is attached right above the device. This also applies to ring lights, which gives you really harsh lighting and their reflections in your glasses. And as you can see in this typical phone setup, you're going to get those reflections right here. So the first thing you're going to need to do is separate the light from your phone or other camera you're using. Maybe get a second tripod. You can get something like this for $30 on Amazon. I'll put links in the description. But you need to be able to have the flexibility of putting your light somewhere different than the camera. Then step 2 is experimenting with the height and angle of that light. Obviously, when the light is right in front of you, you're going to get the harshest reflection. But if I start moving this light upwards, you see now the reflection is disappearing, but the lighting is still pleasing on my face. Now, if I look up, you're going to see reflections on there, but if you're typically just keeping your head straight forward, you're going to be good to go. Now, you can try lifting it to about 35 to 45 degrees above you, and you'll need either a tall tripod or some way to mount that to something else. I'll also put links to some pretty inexpensive clamps and arms that you can get on Amazon. This way you can either hang the light, maybe put it on your monitor with an arm, any way to elevate it above your head and point it down. Now, step 3, not only can you raise it above your head, but I would also recommend moving it over to the side. Not only will that reduce the reflections in your glasses, but that kind of uneven lighting, meaning a little brighter on one side than the other, is actually a pleasing look. That's actually what professional 3-point lighting setups look like, and I'll get to that in a minute. But having that light above and off to the side, so it's about a 45-degree angle up, 45-degree angle over. Now, no reflections in my glasses. I can look directly in the camera. You can see it a little bit when I look up, but it's going to be gone most of the time and way less harsh. So just changing the position of whatever light you have, even if it's a ring light or a cheap LED like this one's $20, that's going to get you most of the way there. But if you have the budget to invest in more professional lighting, I would recommend getting a softbox. Now, there's lots of lighting kits you can get that include softboxes with a light. And basically a softbox is this rectangular, or it could be circular, material that goes around the actual light. And what a softbox does is actually disperse the light more evenly, which prevents shadows, but also helps reduce reflections. Now, for my main key light, I'm using a very large round softbox, way bigger than I probably need. But this way, even if I look up and you'll see the light in my glasses, it's dispersed more evenly. It's not that harsh rectangle or circle light you get with those ring lights. To take you a little behind the scenes, you'll see here's my camera, and if I pan up, my light is almost at a 55 to 65 degree angle above me. And you'll see that very large softbox is in front of the light, helping to disperse it and make it softer. You'll see the actual light is mounted much higher, and it's on an arm, so I could adjust it, but having the light that far up, and again, you can see where the light is compared to my camera, prevents any reflections in my glasses, and that softbox gives me the even lighting. Now, in a 3-point lighting setup, there's also what's known as a fill light, and that's what I have here off to my right side. It's a little dimmer than the main light, and it's mainly used to even out the lighting, but not make it perfectly even from the key light. I'm going to turn it off for a second so you can see what it looks like. This is with the fill light off. You get a little bit of a Phantom of the Opera look. But even if I didn't have it, I could raise this key light brightness just a little bit, and this is still a good look. So if you can only get one light with a nice big softbox, you can make it work. But when I turn the fill light on, you see that evens out my face and makes it even. But because this light is so far off to the side, you don't get any reflections in my glasses. Then if you want to go all out for a 3-point lighting setup, a third light can go behind you, ideally a little higher and pointed down towards your head. That's called a hair light. I'll turn that off so you can see what it looks like. And you can see it's shining some light on the background, but it was also shining light on my head. You don't see a ton of difference, but if you look at right around the rim of my head, when it turns on, you can see a little more contour there. And especially if someone has longer hair, a hair light can make a big difference and make it a lot more pleasing. Now, if you were getting lighting from multiple people in a room, maybe for an in-person podcast, you can get something that's called a lantern softbox. This gives you a more omnidirectional light source, still makes the light soft and pleasing, but you can cover more area, and it could get 2 people side by side. But if you're recording solo or with remote guests, getting a light dome like this is going to go a long way for making that light soft, pleasing, no harsh shadows, and no reflections if you position your light properly. By the way, if you're going to be recording solo or with remote guests, the only way to do it is with Riverside. I use Riverside every week to record my video podcast. Using this lighting setup, you'll see no reflections in the glasses. And not only do you get high quality video and audio when you record with Riverside, no matter the bandwidth or internet speeds, because video and audio is saved locally to each person's device and then uploaded to your Riverside dashboard. Then here in Riverside, you can generate magic clips, which will give you vertical videos in just a few seconds of your long form content. You can even use AI to edit the entire episode, and then use Riverside AI producer tools to remove all silences, remove filler words with just a click. You can even find fluff, so any rabbit trails or things that were off topic, Riverside can suggest those edits and cut it out. And if you were recording with your mobile device, apply magic audio at whatever percentage you would like to remove background noise, echo, and make any microphone sound studio quality. Then when you're ready to edit your content, just select it here in the transcript you get every time you record, click delete, and you've edited your video and audio content. Plus add animated captions with a single click. If you want to reformat to a vertical video, you can do that too. All happens right here in the Riverside editor. And you can even add image overlays, stock video B-roll, add background music, and you could do all of that right here in the editor, all royalty free for you to use however you'd like. You can even upload your own video clips to use as B-roll, overlay it here in the Riverside timeline. Those animated captions will stay on top, and now you can have visually engaging content all edited right here in Riverside. Then when you're ready, you can go up to export and export in up to 4K quality, and jump over to audio and export in MP3 so you can upload it to your podcast host. To try Riverside completely for free today, both recording, editing, exporting, and even live streaming, again, all for free, check out that first link in the video description. And if you want links to the lights, light boxes, and other gear I talked about in this video, all that info is down in the description as well. If you have any questions about recording with glasses, lighting, or anything else, leave comments below this video. I answer each one personally. And don't forget to subscribe to the Riverside channel and hit that like button. We have lots of videos here about gear, USB microphones, video switchers, and cameras, which I'll put one of the videos right here that helps you build a setup with any budget level. And if you want to learn more about the AI tools that help you generate more content and repurpose faster, check out this video right up here. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see what you create without reflections.